Without even us knowing or realizing, greediness is very much encouraged in our society today. How, will you ask? Let me tell you. Greediness is everywhere, even in the places, the spaces you would least expect it. We are all greedy in a way, sometimes without noticing it. This is what I like to highlight today. So, to put it simply, greediness is looking for too much. Greediness is about excess. Everything that is excessive leads to greediness. So why do I say that it's everywhere today? You go and do your grocery shopping. You go and do your groceries. You go shopping as well. Have you noticed how many times you want to take a lot? Sometimes you want to pack. You want to buy in bulk. So many shops today that encourage you to buy in bulk, to buy a lot in case. I used to do that before. I don't do it anymore. Greediness separates us from trust. I know we have to be prepared. We have to have enough. My solution against greediness is enough. Don't run after too much. Don't go for excessive things, for excess in everything you do. It can be food, it can be about money, shopping, time. Some people are even greedy about their time. How do you know that? You can never stop. You always want to do more and more and more and more. Does it work? No, because greediness is actually it's negative. We know that the word is negative. So when we're always running after more, we can look at our own experience and other people's experience. You will see that it never ends well. That's why there are so many people in burnout today. Greediness leads to burnout in the work career area. When you want to do more and more and more and more. Do you know that some people, very wise people, have identified how much they need to be happy, to live well. And they have identified they did not even need to work full time. So they work part-time. They work part-time and they manage what they have and they are very happy. They have identified their desires, their needs. What is sufficient for them? Yes, enough, sufficient. These are the words to keep in mind if you want to avoid greediness, if you want to avoid falling into the trap without noticing it. As I said at the beginning, many of us don't even realize that we're being greedy in some ways because it is so subtle, it is everywhere. When there is an offer in a grocery shop, for example, and you want to buy more because you tell yourself, oh, maybe I'll need it, maybe this, and this maybe never happened. This possibility that you're thinking about and makes you buy more never happens. And do you know what? You have given the money. For example, when you buy in bulk like that, you have given part of the money that you could have used to do something else. And now the money is transformed into goods that are stocked in your house and do not serve you. They do not serve you. You could have bought enough, sufficiently, and used part of the money to pay off debt, for example. This would have been more efficient. You see, you might have some debt somewhere in your budget, and then you're buying things in bulk. No, buy sufficiently, buy enough, and use the surplus instead of giving in to the pressure of having more, having everything in excess. Pay off your debt. You'll become richer. Pay off your debt. Or do something else with it. I don't know. You know what you can do with some more money. You know, sometimes we are praying for more money, but the way we manage it shows greediness. And from what I've noticed in my own life and other people's experience as well, God does not answer to our greediness. He does not answer. He will show us, He will highlight it. He will show us that in this area, you're doing in excess. Excess is not good. I remember in one psalm, David says, Lord, don't give me too much, but give me enough. Don't give me too much, but give me enough. If you want to overcome greediness, take time to meditate, take time to track places where you might give into greediness without knowing it. It can be about food, for example, not too much, but enough. Time, not too much, but enough. And there is also in the Proverbs, the proverb that really, really helped me. I did not know that I was being greedy by buying some things in bulk. And I tell you, I've stopped that for years now, and I have not lacked, not at all. I remember even during the pandemic, there were some threats in the country where I was living in. They were saying that, oh, maybe we would lack this or that. And one day I was grocery shopping and I felt like buying more. And it came to my mind, no, you will not lack anything. Do your groceries as you should usually do. Do not give in to that temptation of buying more. So I was saying there was a proverb, a verse that really helped me, that delivered me. Yes, it did not only help me, it delivered me from greediness. I read it. It was when you see something. I think it was about honey. If you see some honey, take what you need, not more. If you see some honey somewhere, take what you need, not more. Take what you need, not more. Do you know that the size of your house determines if there is greediness or not? When you buy your house, take what you need, not more. Not more. Yes, you might need a two bedroom, two bathrooms, and you're living in a 6-bedroom, and you wonder why you have so many problems. It's too much. Yes, I have noticed that when we give in to greediness, we end up having problems, and this sin, this problem, this dysfunction in our life leads to problems. And now when you bring back balance in your life, you see that you start prospering again. I've noticed that there was a time when I was playing Monopoly with my children, and I've noticed that even in a game, can you believe that? Even in a game, the law applies, the law works, that principle works. You play Monopoly, and there comes a time when you want to buy more and build more and do more, and you know what? You start losing money. You don't understand. How come I have more and I'm losing money? It means that you have gone above what is sufficient for you to prosper, what is enough for you to prosper. And I've noticed, when I noticed that principle, I tried it in another game we played together. I stopped at a certain point when I saw that money was coming in, without me buying more, without me doing more. And I noticed that, wow, this is what I apply now in my house. I try and identify what I need, what is sufficient, what is enough. And I try and be balanced in what the things I do. And when I say, for example, I go grocery shopping, when you go grocery shopping and you see that there's an offer on this or that, you know what? Take what is sufficient for you, what is enough, what you need. And also think about the family who also need that offer. Why would you take everything on the shelf without thinking that, we live together. You like it or not, we live together. This shop, this mall receives a lot, thousands of people. So when you come and find honey, for example, sugar, rice, an offer on I don't know, on perfume, and you want to take it all, because it's a great offer. What about the person who comes after you, who might also enjoy that offer? Take what you need. Maybe you want to take one more or two, but make sure you leave something on the shelf for the person who comes after you. You will never lack if you start doing that. Try it from today. Try it. Don't buy too much in any area. Dresses, car, house. I don't know what it can be, but All right, this is how I was delivered from greediness by that verse. I'd like to encourage you to listen to the Proverbs every day. We hear a lot of churches, a lot of people telling us about deliverance. The Lord Jesus told us that you will hear the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. So if you don't ever listen to the word, it's too easy. It's so easy today. You can read it from yourself. You can also listen to it. Do you know how much you can be delivered from a lot of things? A lot of things by the truth that you hear every day. If you're interested, I'd like us to talk about that, to discuss about how reading the Bible, listening to the Bible, deliver us from addictions, from different sins that sometimes we don't even know that we have, like greediness. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.